It's JoJo, your friendly Color Street independent stylist, and I'm here today to demonstrate the shade Moon River. I took a Facebook poll on which of three colors I should put on for New Year's, and Moon River won almost unanimously. It's a beautiful shade. It's a blue, like a muted blue with some gray, and overlaid it has blue and silver sparkles. It's a really pretty winter color and a great New Year's choice. Now, in each Color Street nail strip packet, you will get three things. You will get a small nail file, you will get a nail prep pad, and you will get the strips. Now, the great thing about Color Street strips are they are real nail polish, so they're easy to remove. Any nail polish remover will take them right off. They also have three distinct layers. It has a base coat, the color, glitter facet, it has a top coat. Beautiful, beautiful shades. I love that the glitters have a nice thick top coat, so it's not kind of gritty or grainy. Sometimes when you use a glitter nail polish, even if you do a top coat, it can kind of have that gritty overlay, and you don't want that. You want it to be nice and smooth and beautiful and not catch on anything. So we're going to start with our nail prep pad, and we're going to open it up and go over our nails. Now, it is a very possible, probably even that you could have oil because our skin emits oil on your nail beds. So even if you wash and dry your hands, which I do recommend doing before this, and using soap and your fingernails and kind of getting in your nail beds and your crevices to kind of get any oil or anything out with soap after you rinse and dry, just go over it with the nail prep pad. Just make sure get any residual anything off. It's basically like an alcohol pad, I think. That's kind of the scent that it emits when you're using it. And then you're ready for your color. Now you will need a pair of scissors to open up the packet. If you have one of those cute little manicure kits with the tiny little manicure scissors, those work perfectly fine to open these. I just don't have one at the moment, so I use my big scissors. And I have been known to just take my my Color Street packet and my pair of scissors to the car to do my manicure when we're on the way somewhere because it is super quick. Now we'll be going slower for y'all today, just making some mistakes, showing you how to correct them, some do's and don'ts. Also, it's my first time working around and underneath a tripod, so that's fun. Now, each nail strip pouch, it looks like you're going to have 8 strips. Well, it actually has 2 sets of 8 strips, so you get 16 total. It's enough if you have long nails for one manicure and one pedicure together if you want your toes to match your tips. Now, I myself have shorter nails right now, so I can get 2 nails out of each strip. Some people like to cut them in half beforehand. I find it kind of harder to peel the backs off that way, so I just peel them and then do both nails at the same time. You'll see how I do that in a minute. Um, Sometimes I can pull just one strip sheet out. I had to pull both out because one was kind of stuck, so I'm just putting the other back in there. Now, a lot of people say they have trouble sticking these back down in there because literally they're only attached at that bottom part. And so it makes it kind of hard to get them back in there straight and even to where you have room to seal up the end again. So if you have that problem, you can break them off in ones and twos, whatever it takes, shove them down in there sideways, it's fine as long as they get back in this plastic. It's a nice thicker plastic. It keeps them from drying out. And Color Street does say, I think 2 or 3 years, they will not dry out in the packet. I have had some over 2 years and they still work just fine. Now, some people say you can put them in a Ziploc bag and put them in the freezer and that keeps them. But I tried that and I had them in there like a year and they did not work. So I don't recommend that. But I have heard that if you seal them back in the original plastic and seal them, some people use a flat iron, like a hair straightening iron, to seal the end just with heat. Now, don't do where the nails are, but just the end to seal it back. Then it keeps, you're not worried about air getting in, you're worried about air getting out because the strips will dry out. So I actually use my food sealer to do it. I just get it out and I don't do vacuum because again, we're not worried about it doesn't hold much air anyway. We're not worried about that. We're worried about the moisture escaping. So I just seal it with my Seal-A-Meal and then I have strips for another use. Now, what I'm doing is going down my fingers and I'm sizing it to the approximate size of my finger. Now, if it's a little too thin, you might have a strip of nail on either side. Some people aren't bothered by that. If it's a little too big, you can cut around it, like with your thumbnail that you're going to use as a tool, and it comes off easily. So it doesn't have to be exact. It's not an exact science, just approximate. And then I actually have 3 strips left over. So then I have 11 strips that I can save for later. And some people use that biggest one on their big toe and the smallest one broken into like 4 pieces for all the itty bitty toes and get a pedicure out of it, which is a fun thing to do also, especially if you like to match them. So you want to work from your pinky end, saving your thumbs for last, because you're going to use your thumbs as tools here. Now you just take the plastic strip off the top, and then that little silver tab at the back helps you separate the nail strip from the backing. And then you're just going to peel that little silver tab off, and you'll see that it's actually like a rounded edge on the other side as well, so you can do 2 out of it. What I do is I'm right-handed, so I usually start using my right hand to put it on my left, and I'll do my left pinky first. And then you just want to kind of match it up to the back where your cuticle will start, but you don't want it on your cuticle because as your cuticle grows, it will make the nail polish strip separate from your fingernail and your manicure won't last as long. And you want to tuck in the sides and just kind of smooth it all out. You want to push it out with your thumb all over the top of your nail bed. And then you want to make sure that it's only on your nail at the edges, whether that means kind of tucking it up under there a little bit or that means cutting excess off with your thumbnail. It's really easy to do with these strips, so you don't have to worry about it too much. And then I take my thumbnail and I stretch it down over the tip of my nail and kind of poke in underneath. It covers the edge just a little bit, which gets it to adhere better, and then it perforates the other side off for me. So it's kind of a win-win. And then once I just kind of tuck in any ends I see sticking out, smooth it a little bit more with my thumb, I will just transfer the piece to my other finger and rinse and repeat. Same old thing on my right pinky. So that one strip actually does both my nails. See, it's actually plenty long enough. I'm going to have some more to tear off. Now, they do say to put the whole strip on, and then they want you to pinch and tear off the end. That does work. If you have really long nails, especially, and you're only going to get one nail out of each strip, then that's a great way to do the end. But I really like the kind of pull and tuck method. Myself, that's what I usually use, and it works really well for me. Now we're going to have some time here while I am doing the rest of my nails to kind of talk about Color Street and what it is if you haven't heard of it. So again, it is real nail polish strips with a base coat color and top coat. There's a lot of fun designs, there's a lot of fun shades, there's glitters, all kinds of fun stuff. They're made in the USA, and I love that about them. It's hard to find stuff made in the USA anymore. I love how fast they are. Again, I'm going slower, making sure I'm careful, working around a tripod, but they usually only take about 10 minutes to put on, which is a lot faster than the manicure you can get at a salon. And I'm kind of picky. When I go to salon, sometimes they rush so much they get my nail crooked or misfile on a spot, and then, they usually something's messed up, and then it bugs me, and I peel off my manicure and take it off a lot earlier than it should come off. But these, I don't have that problem because I can fiddle with it to my heart's content until it's the way I like it then, and then I can just leave it on. And I leave mine on. Mine have been fine for 2 weeks. I never really let them go longer than that because I just want to change them out. And then also my nails grow pretty quickly. So if I let them go too long, over 2 weeks, then I have a lot of nail beds start to show. So I like to just change it up. But they last. They really do. And if you're hard on them, I'm always doing, dishes, laundry, stuff like that. Now, if you have tried Color Street, let me know in the comments what your favorite color is. I do not have a favorite. I like to go with my mood, and I picked a few that I thought would be good for a New Year's shade, kind of sparkly, but still kind of wintry. And again, this is the one that won the poll. I have not tried the French manicure yet, but I do have one of those to try at some point this winter. I got that'll be coming in a video soon. Now, on that last nail, you could kind of see I messed it up. Now, I pulled too far and it kind of perforated a little bit underneath. I stretched it too far. And then the other end folded over and see it sticks. It kind of doesn't want to come off. So I just tossed that aside. And then I just put it on. It's not dry yet. And as you can see, it just kind of, I can peel it right off there. Just kind of scrape and peel it off. It doesn't do any damage to my nail whatsoever. And then I just can get out another strip and put it right on. No big deal. So don't be afraid of messing up. You get extra strips in there that you can find one to use. And it's really not a big deal. See, no big deal. I just go in there and I believe it's like a bigger one, which is fine because then I can show you how to take like the excess off of it as well. So you can gently stretch them to get them wider or longer if your nails are longer or wider. But the recommended way is to push it out wider or longer. Because if you stretch it in your fingers like I did, you can stretch it too far. I just like that method better to tug it gently because I don't have as much luck with the pushing it out widthwise. It just kind of wants to stick where it's at anyway. But this one, as you'll see, will be too big for my nail. And then there is an easy fix for that because we haven't done our thumbs yet. Now, if you do your thumbs first, I've done that. I've made that mistake, and it's not too big of a deal either because if you just wait for them to be a little bit dry before you do the others, they don't stick too badly. But what'll happen is where you have the little bit wrapped over the tip of your nail, it'll want to kind of stick to the other one as you're trying to kind of cut it and perforate it with your thumbnail. Because that's what you're going to do if it's a little bit too big. You just kind of go around the edges where it overlaps, you push it down as far as you can over your nail, and then what is left that's on your actual finger part, you just stick your thumbnail in between and it'll kind of cut that off, and then you'll be able to peel it and pull it right off. So I love these because there's a huge margin of error. You can stretch them if you need a little bigger, you can cut them if they're too big. It's fantastic. You don't have to be afraid to mess up, make mistakes, get messy, as the Frizz used to say on the Magic School Bus. And so, you can experiment with different things. There are people that use multiple different strips to make different designs on their fingers. I haven't gone that far yet. I usually just put on the whole set that it comes with. I love the ones that have designs on them and different designs for the different fingers. That's always fun. But I just wanted a pretty glitter this time, so this is really nice. And if you haven't tried Color Street before and want to give it a try, just send me a message and let me know. Send me your address, and I would love to send you some free samples to try it out. I love them. It's a form of self-care for me. I have some health problems. I'm disabled, and so it's very easy to lose self-confidence when you have a lot of stuff like that going on. But whenever I have my pretty nails, it always just gives me that boost of confidence, makes me feel better about myself, and it really does impact my mental health, which is in a good way. And so I just wanted to help other people achieve that, which is why I joined Color Street. I just joined this last December. I'm loving it so far. Everybody's super helpful. It's like a big family. I actually asked what video editing software was good to use for first time video editor. And so that helped me find this app that I'm using right now to do this voiceover. So yeah, I love Color Street. It just helps me mentally. It helps me stay connected to people. Sometimes when you're at home all the time, it's easy to feel disconnected, but I've got my girls online and I am available to do parties. I would love to do a beauty social for you. Just reach out to me. I can do them in person or online. And I would love to help you learn more about Color Street. If you have any questions, just ask me down below. And if I don't know the answer, I will find out for you. So here I got some on the edge. I'm just trying to finish getting the rest of it wrapped around the corner of my nail there so I can tear it off. I love this shade. It is beautiful. Perfect for this time of year. So 2023. I am hoping it's going to be a good year. I'm really excited about a new year. It's a fresh start, And I was asked to choose a word for 2023. And my word is empower. You know, I want to show myself more self-love and empower myself, but more than that, I want to empower other people, to love yourself, to love others, It's a good thing. So, let's just see how this goes, shall we? I think I make another goof up. Oh yeah, they're it's the one that's too big for my nail. And I just go along and cut it off. And then I take the rest off. This is the one I actually did goof up on a little bit. I thought my cuticle was further up than it was, but it happened to just be a ridge in my nail. I don't know if y'all get ridges in your nails, but I happen to have one. And you can put this over if you get gel nails. I actually have a gel nail kit here at home that I use, and so my next mani I'm actually going to put the clear gel on my nails before I put the Color Street on, and I think that'll just help keep my nails stronger. If you do have problems with weak and brittle nails, Color Street does have a nail strengthener, and I ordered it, but it's not in yet. I can't wait for it to get in to try that out. I know as a lot of people get older, their nails get thinner and more brittle. It's kind of natural. So if you need a nail strengthener, you can check that out too. They've started a great hand care line. As a part of my starter kit, I got their hand lotion and their cuticle oil, which I love their hand lotion. At first, I thought it had no scent, but then when I started to rub it into my hands, it just has a very light scent and it smells really pretty. I really like that because it's not overpowering like a lot of them. They add a lot of like perfumey scents and they just get too strong. So I love their hand lotion. It's creamy, it's dreamy, it hydrates your hands, and it's not like greasy and doesn't like stay on there forever, like you're touching and getting it everywhere. So I do really like that. And I've also been using their tinted lip balm. They've got some tinted lip balm, and they've actually branched out into lipsticks and lip liners, which I have not tried yet because I did get a lipstick of each color, but I'm waiting for my little sample sticks to come in so I don't use it on my actual lips, so that at my parties, y'all will be able to try the lipsticks as well. Um, so yeah, I'm excited to get started with some parties. I am having my own party. I'm going to have an in-person party next Wednesday, and we're going to have an online party leading up to it starting this Wednesday. So if you'd like to be invited to that, let me know down below. And that would be fantastic to be able to party with you. I am very excited to get this up and going. I just, like I said, not only might it help my family get a little bit more income, but it really just helps me on a personal level to have something to do, have people to connect with. And again, it'll help me keep Color Street on my nails, which always makes me feel better about myself. So it's a cascading effect. It is a good cascading effect. So let's see, I'm working on my middle fingers now. And I think one of these, yep, I didn't get it quite the right way. I had to move it a little bit. Well, let's just take it off to reposition it. And they come right off and go right back on. No muss, no fuss. Gotta love it. It's a lot cheaper than going to the salon to get a manicure too. I don't know if y'all have been for a mani-pedi recently, but oh my gosh, inflation's getting everywhere, you know what I mean? It also saves time, and time is money, so it actually is very, very affordable. I believe these were $14 or $13, somewhere in there. All the strips are between like 12 and 15, which is very affordable because, like I said, if you get enough for 2 manicures, figure it's 14, that's literally $7 for each manicure. Now, what you will want to do before you put the strips on is make sure that you have them trimmed to the length that you want them trimmed at and filed in the shape you want them filed in. And also, I love to use the cuticle oil and just saturate my cuticles, kind of rub that in for a few minutes, and then use an orange cuticle stick to push the cuticles back. And then I have some cuticle trimmers I go around and trim my cuticles off with because my cuticles grow very quickly. And if I don't do that, my manicure looks messy in no time at all. So I actually have another video on doing that just in case you don't know how. I mean, it's something you have to learn at some point, and not everybody knows it yet. So I will be posting that later this week, the video where I trimmed my cuticles. So just in case anybody doesn't know how or needs to know how. I will be posting that later this week. Let's see. Oh, that one looks good. I think I got it good on the first try. And the more you do it, the more practice you get, the better you'll be. Practice makes perfect, as they say. So, if you have tried Color Street, let me know what you thought of it. Did you love it? Did you hate it? Why? I tried a nail strip brand before this one. I think it was called something. I can't remember what it was called, but someone had sold it and it was a party deal like that. And they sent me something berry, I think, jamberry maybe. And you had to use like heat of source, like a hair dryer and this, that, and the other. And I was like, this is too complicated for me. I do not know how to do this. Okay. I'm just a simple country girl. So I love these because they are super, super simple. Kind of almost foolproof, as they say. And then see, I had a spot that I missed getting it, and I just used the end of it that had a little more, and I'm just going to mash that on there. That'll tear it off, and you won't be able to even tell where the gap was. So again, super easy and foolproof. That's one of the things you can do. If you mess up before that. Let's see. They also have, Color Street has a lot of awareness specialty packs. So they had a few different breast cancer awareness ones. They've have a dementia and Alzheimer awareness, childhood cancer awareness. They have a lot that they do charity wise, which I love about them as well. They're actually the partner for the what is that for? The walk. Give me a second and I will look it up for you. They are the partner. Give me just a second. I will look it up. I can tell you some of the other shades they have too. Okay. The March for Babies. There we go. It's the Walk for the March of Dimes. So they're the national signature partner for March for Babies of 2022. Were, I guess I should say. And they might be again this year. So they do give back a lot, which is really, really nice. And I actually love to do that too. I heard from another stylist that does manis for grannies and goes to retirement communities and nursing homes to do manicures for older ladies in there. And I love that story, and I am looking into how to do that myself. So if you want to contribute to that, let me know about that as well. You could go and help me give the manicures. You could provide a set to take with me. It's different things, different ways to be involved in that, which will be really fun. I'll have more information on that coming up as well. So if you host in the month of January, Twinkle Twinkle Periwinkle is the exclusive host shade that you can unlock by hosting a qualified beauty social. And I did do a post about that earlier today. So again, if you would like to host for me, if you like periwinkle, you're going to love the host shade, okay? It is beautiful. It's like a light periwinkle with sparkles. They also have the collegiate collection, which has a lot of school nails, which is really nice. I know they have Auburn and Alabama, so you'll have to hit me up for those as well. I have, let me see, they have the awareness collection, and I can tell you everything they have. They have Nourish the Need, it's hunger awareness. It's a pretty shiny orange. Then Mighty Heroes Childhood Cancer Awareness is a beautiful yellow gold color with some chunkier sparkles in it. Then For the Cause is a clear overlay, so it can go for any color or pattern. It's got different ones with hearts and the ribbons and then butterflies. So that's really nice. It can kind of put it over any color for whatever you would like to raise awareness for. So it's kind of a create your own, which is fun. Then they also have the, let's see, Forever Loved Alzheimer's and Dementia Awareness. It's a beautiful pale pink with tiny purple flowers and a purple ribbon with a flower on it. It's beautiful. And then they have Power of Pink, a breast cancer awareness shade. It is pink with pink sparkles. It's beautiful. And they actually have a French manicure called Standing Strong. It's breast cancer awareness, and it's a pale pink with a brighter pink tip. And then some of the pale pink ones have the brighter pink ribbon on them as well. So that's beautiful. They also have Meta Strong Breast Cancer Awareness, which is a full glitter. It's silver, and then it goes into pink and purple and blue and green in the corner like rainbow. It's beautiful. And they had the Give Love Toys for Tots awareness this year. It was super cute for Christmas. It is out of stock. But I believe right now they still have. Nope, they don't. Well, I thought they still had the buy one, get one, but I don't see it. Sad day. That was a lot of fun. If you got in on that, let me know what you ordered. I loved the buy one, get one. That was really fun. Some of the retiring shades to make way for new ones. So, back to the manicure. Once you're done, you just kind of want to smooth out all around with your thumb of each finger. Make sure that it's fully connected on all sides. And then you're going to get your little file, nail file, emery board as they call them. And you're going to start filing. Again, I file from my pinky end, but you can do whatever you want. I think I'm out of the camera angle at some point. But you just want to file kind of in a downward motion. And you can do it from each edge end to the middle. But you want to make sure you're filing downward to just help those nails seal onto that front edge while you get the extra little pieces off. So it's kind of like just a little extra step that makes it a little more professional looking, because it helps the edge seal and it gets any extra that was off over the tip of your finger off, and then it just is nice and clean and smooth when you're finished. So I know this is a super long video, and I apologize for that, but again, I just wanted to go slow, trying to show you everything, show you how to fix some mistakes. I'm glad that you joined me for this, and if you stayed this long, let me know. I'm going to give you a secret word. And then if you message me that secret word, I will send you a free Toozy. So the secret word, are you ready for it? Are you ready for it? I don't think you're ready. All right. The secret word is self-love. And I think we all need to remember that because, it's kind of hard to love others if you don't love yourself. So self-love. If you want to send me a message with the word self-love, I will send you a free Toozy. And let's see the end of this. It's taking a minute because I'm still on one hand. What do you like to do for self-care and self-love? Let me know in the comments below. Sometimes I like to take a nice long bubble bath with bath salts, and then I'll have my Alexa play soothing spa music, and then I pretend I'm at a spa, but without paying the high prices. It's a win-win. What do you like to do? I have really, really enjoyed this shade. It is a lot of fun. I'm really glad that y'all chose this for me. The other side of this emery board. So every little nail file emery board that comes with them has the color street and the polka dots on one side, but it has a fun little thing on the other side. This one's stars, and I like that too. Just kind of changes up with whatever they send you. So that's fun. And again, if you want to have a party, let me know. I would love to have you host a party for me and help me get my business going. I appreciate your love and support so much, and I want to thank you all for watching and supporting me while I go through this transition and starting my own business. as an independent stylist and just hanging in there with me with all my Facebook posts about nail stuff. But gotta start somewhere, right? And if you want to know more about, if you love Color Street and you want to know more about becoming an independent stylist and you have questions about that, let me know that as well. I would love to help answer your questions. And again, if I don't know the answer to your questions, I will find out. Y'all know me, I am a researcher and I will ask until I find the answer for you. All right, looking good. The last one now, I think. Oh, nope, going the other way. About half done with the second hand, I guess. I'm telling you, my nails go through it too. I use them to open all kinds of stuff. I got a little backyard farm going on. I have chickens in my backyard, in case y'all didn't know. That's different than barn chickens I had when I was a kid. Backyard chickens are a whole nother thing, kind of bougie. But I love my girls, and they're laying for us through the winter, which is really nice. I'm glad I don't have to pay inflation prices for something, even if it's just eggs. Let me know what you've noticed inflation-wise. What do you think is the most ridiculously priced thing you've seen in a while? I know part of it depends on where you live in the country, but yeah, everything seems to be going up. All right, we'll finish filing that off. Got one more nail to go. And then also the important part is, I know the nail prep pad implies just using it beforehand, but you're going to want to use it afterward as well. Just to kind of make sure all the dust particles and little bits of polish that you filed off don't get stuck in the top before they dry, so that you get a nice, smooth, professional finish. And then the other thing is, even though they have no dry time, they do have a cure time just to help them finish drying out. You don't want to like stick your hands in water and do dishes right after putting them on. It's a 30-minute cure time. So you can do things, but you just don't want to get your hands wet for 30 minutes. So a lot of people like to put them on before they go to bed, they say, because then it has all night to cure. They don't have to worry about getting their hands wet. I know before when I've painted my nails and I think they're dry and then I go to bed and I wake up with the wrinkles on them. Has that happened to anybody else? Wrinkly nail polish? I guess it doesn't happen with these, although I haven't put them on right before I went to bed. I usually do it during the day. I'm a last minute lady, so a lot of times it's on my way to somewhere I want to wear them to. But like I said, I like to have them on all the time just because they make me feel better about myself. But yeah, beautiful shade. Do like that. Thank you very much for hanging out with me, and I'll see y'all next time. Bye, friends.